Hello everyone, this is Yiming Sophia, and this is my review and discussion on Elizabeth Lim's Spin the Dawn.
I'm kind of recording in a hotel bathroom right now in Vegas because everybody else is asleep, so bear with me.
I was actually very pleasantly surprised with this book and I really highly enjoyed it. I think it was something fresh and new that I haven't read in a while, especially like a fantasy set in Asia, ancient Asia. So the premise is like Mulan mixed with Project Runway. There's this girl who's a tailor. Her family is summoned by the emperor to go make dresses for the new empress to be, but her father isn't in shape to be able to do that, so she takes her father's place disguised as a man to go and join the competition to become the imperial tailor. This empress to be has to wed with the emperor so they can secure an alliance and stop the civil war raging in the country. And she has these outrageous tasks for the tailors to do, including the last one, which is to make 3 dresses out of the laughter of the sun, the tears of the moon, and then the blood of the stars. And she's like, how are you gonna do that? Well, our main character, Maya Tamarin, gets the help of the Lord Enchanter, and they embark on a journey to help her make those 3 dresses. This is the first book I'm reading of Elizabeth Lim's, and I was pleasantly surprised that she's also a film and video game composer, and I thought that was really cool. And she's also a graduate from Harvard and Juilliard. I am really excited to read more of her future books. I highly enjoyed Spin the Dawn. For all of you guys who haven't read it, I really like this book. If you guys are interested in this premise, definitely go and check it out and then come back and you can see what I thought of it. So here we are in spoilers. First off, I was actually really intrigued by the prologue. It didn't occur to me like until the end of the book, like what the prologue meant. And I was like, wow, I connected the dots. And I was like, this is how the story unraveled. And then it made sense, the whole prologue, because I forgot about it until the end. The opening line of the first chapter, her saying that she had 3 brothers once, I was instantly captured because I was debating on which books to read at the time. And just like, okay, let's go with this one. Because I was just like, oh, I gotta see how it plays out. Civil war going on, and then she lost 2 of her brothers. And Keaton comes back with his legs crippled. And Maya's actually just really supportive throughout the book. She's just like, one step each day, Keaton. And I thought that was really sweet. The setting was so interesting. It was very difficult to picture. But then again, it is fantasy, so I was just like, imagine some stuff here and there. It's based on ancient China with the emperors and stuff, but it felt like there were elements of the Middle East in there, considering there was a lot of mention of the Silk Road. So I was thinking like Middle East as well as Southeast Asia, North Asia, Eurasia, and I was like everywhere. I was just like, okay. But it was still difficult to picture, including Idan.
I've been calling him Idan the whole time. I think it probably might be Eden. It was Idan to me throughout the whole book, so I'll just continue going with Idan.
So Idan, he's not from Alandi with his blue eyes and features that Maya described. Is he from like the Middle East? Is he Southeast Asian? I don't know. I was having a hard time picturing Idan. Anyways, when the hawk first came and there was this first description of the yellow eyes, I was just like, it's probably Don. It's probably the Lord Enchanter. Because who knows what he can do with magic? Because the magic system, we gradually learn over time what the magic entails. And then she reached out to touch the hawk, but then the hawk like didn't allow her to touch him. Is that like foreshadowing? Because I'm so scared now knowing the ending that she's slowly becoming a demon. Is Don gonna like start to pull away? The whole Imperial tailoring contest was just outrageous. Most of the demands like make a jacket for Lady Sarnai made out of paper. I was like, huh? I mean, I'm sure you can prove your tailoring skills like that, but like, can't we do something a little bit more practical? Then you see that, Lady Sarnai is just trying to delay the wedding as far as she can, or because she's in love with the other lord. I'm just like, okay, great. So you're just gonna make the other tailors' lives a living hell. I was like, all right. Lady Sarnai, I didn't know what to feel about her. I think I sympathized with her, but then again, I was just like, you're just being mean right now. I didn't trust any of the tailors when we first met them because I was just like, element of storytelling and betrayals. I couldn't believe anybody at first. Long Hai, I imagined as like General Iroh from Avatar because he just had that kind of personality. I was like, all right. Turns out to be this lovable, nice guy. And then you have Norbu. I didn't like him. From the very beginning, I was just like, this guy's shady. And what do you know? He is. And now I just regard all characters who aren't the main with suspicion, because you never know in a book or in a plot line of whatever who's going to turn out to be the bad guy. Oh, how she couldn't remember which leg was supposed to be crippled was just baffling. I was just like, you do a better job of that. I mean, you're pretending to be a guy, right? In the real Ballad of Mulan, isn't it said that she was able to pretend and hide the fact that she was a girl for 12 years in the army? I was just like, wow. With Maya doing that, she wouldn't have been able to. I immediately liked Don when we first met him. I was just like, he's charming, he's teasing, but he's cute, he's nice. He calls her Sitara, means little lamb, the brightest one. He's teasing her and she's like, why are you tormenting me? And he's like, huh? I'm not tormenting, I'm teasing you. Isn't that what guys do when they court girls? The laughter of the sun, the tears of the moon, and the blood of the stars. I was like, wow, that's really hard. Along the way, I'm just like, as we get to learn more of Idan's powers, it's just like, he's a freaking genie. That's what he is. He's a genie with unlimited wishes because he's bound to you. He's like, poof. I'm bound to you in all ways, master. When we find out that Idan is the actual hog, I made a note and I was just like, I was freaking right. I also had this strange thought that he might have been the god of thieves because he was just all iffy about following her into getting the actual rays of sunlight and stuff like that. But then it was just like he's scared and he's gone through these stuff before as an enchanter and then he's only lived like about 500 years and I was like, all right, okay, so it can't be it. At one point, Idan was gonna kiss her and Maya was just like, what a confusing man, and then proceeds to like kick a rock. I could just see the fit that she threw. It was really funny. Okay, the amount of times Maya was angry with Idan made me angry. I was like, Maya, stop. Just like, you gotta try harder. Get the truth out of him faster. Because he wouldn't make up his mind. And that was frustrating too. But I was just like, pushing him harder, not away. And also, maybe I'm used to reading more romance stuff. I guess this isn't like a specific like romance novel, but I was like, it went a little fast for me. Like the romance just kind of came, you know? All right, cool. I mean, I guess it was needed for the advancement of the whole plot, but I would have liked the angst to grow a little bit more and to drag out the tension. It's more of a fun game to play. And then they got to the part where it was just like, we spent most of our mornings and days kissing. I was like, oh, look at the young lovers. And also, maybe it's just me, but immortals who have lived hundreds of thousands of years, and for the first time finding like somebody they actually love, is just like a baffling concept to me. I was just like, they've lived for so long and we get to see the moment that they finally meet somebody they can love. I've seen a lot of these and they're cute. And it's just unrealistic hopes and expectations for teenage girls around the world. Okay, if this story then turns out to be another freaking myth and legend of ill-fated star-crossed lovers like butterfly lovers or the cowherd and weaver girl or Romeo and Juliet, I'm a freaking kick something. I really hope it doesn't because I want a happy ending to these two. I like them too much. Oh, there are quite a few myths and legends in here that I was just like, huh, I know I've heard this from something before. Like the one about the ghost fingers, like Padawan, the movie The Road to El Dorado, and the whole history of the Aztecs and conquistadores coming to conquer them. Kind of envisioned that was what happened with all the people turning into demons kind of thing. Similar at least to the story. In this book, every time somebody wants to say something or somebody wants to interrupt somebody, it's always just like,
she cleared her throat, she cleared his throat. Oh my god.
she cleared her throat, he cleared his throat. I was just like, guys, Idan, go make some ancient Ricola and stop clearing your throat. Every other line is just like, the sand sketchbook actually made me laugh for some reason. It was just like, this enchanted sketchbook, you turn it and it pours out sand. It's because I realized sand really does get everywhere. My freaking swimsuit that I used last year over the summer when we went to the beach, and it's gone through like 2 washes already. I went to the pool the other day and I still came out and there was still sand on me. And I was just like, how? It just never leaves. So I'm thinking of the sketchbook. It's just like, as it just like always had sand in it. I don't know, it was funny to me. All the trials were exceedingly difficult and they were painful to watch, like the whole blinding heat with the sun and then traveling Mount Everest and going through like the ghosts of your family members, of Maya's brothers that died. I was just like, that was hard to read. That was heavy. She was going down to get the moonbeams, the tears of the moon. I was just like, how long can this girl hold her breath? But Orksan and Korin were such a nice addition to the long journey, and there were some nice people that we finally met for a long time of just traveling with those two. It was funny how they figured out that Maya was a girl right away, and they were just like, so your husband? And she's like, huh? What? Making her favorite brother the demon was probably such a hard hit to Maya. Like, how incredibly painful and heartbreaking would that be? It was just hard to watch, and I really don't like that demon. When Bonder struck his deal with Idan, I was like, no, no, no. Yeah, I was like that. And Maya gets angry with him, and then she doesn't talk to him, and I was like, this is where this happens in every Asian drama ever. Then at the end of the drama, when there's like one episode left, they realize like, oh, let's just spend the last bit of time we have together like it's our entire life. And I was just like, please do that. And then Maya realizes it when our lovable monk tells her to go easy on Idan because he loves her. Here we realize that Maya is descended from the original tailor who made the 3 dresses, and I was like, wow, that's cool. So that's how she has magic in her veins. Idan giving her that little walnut full of the spider venom, I was just like, that's definitely a forgetting potion, isn't it? Like, god damn it, Idan, don't you do this? And I was scared, but then Maya was like, no, I'm not gonna promise him that. I was just like, she got it. She's a smart cookie. And then you picture the dresses, and you're just like, I can't even begin to imagine like how they look. Like one dress woven with the laughter of the sun, the other embroidered with the tears of the moon, and then lastly the one painted with the blood of the stars. Like how? And she dresses in the blood of the stars dress, and she goes to see Amana, and Amana grants her a wish, and she just wants Idan to be set free. The Emperor's just like, show me what Amana's power is, and she sets Idan free, and I was just like, what the monk said before, he was just like, true love is truly selfless. But you know now that Bonder is gonna come after her, and we're just like, the Emperor, how do I describe him? I thought this was gonna be like a love triangle, but then now he just seems like kind of shady. Alright, apparently he's not so good looking, not so graceful, not so valiant, not so powerful and great. We'll see what happens with him. By the time Keaton was walking again, I was so happy, and then her father was able to smile and laugh. It was so great, it was so heartfelt. And then we see that it connects back to the prologue, and how she's like, Keaton raised his eyebrows and her father didn't believe her, and how she was crying, but her heart was strong on the inside. I like the overarching idea that she's always been the obedient one, and then everybody tells her, no, you're the strong one. I think that was very true. Anyway, now that we know that she's slowly becoming a demon, I am scared. I hope they figure out everything. There's the next book coming out next year. I am excited to read on. I want to see where Maya and Idan go, and I actually do want to see what happens to Lady Sarnai, because I do kind of feel for her. I feel bad, but that is the way of rulers and countries, isn't it? It's everywhere. Anyways, I highly enjoyed this book. Definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. I'm excited to read more of Elizabeth Lim's future writings, and I can't wait for the 2nd book to come out. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. This is a channel for a lot of reviews and random stuff and vlogs when I get to it. My main channel is up here. You can go click on this one. I do more music stuff up here. I hope to see you guys soon. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.